Magandang araw mga kaibigan. Bigyan natin ng reaction, opinion itong post ni dating Congressman Mike Defensor. Ito po yung pahayag ni Tatay Digong natin. Nagperma siya ng waiver na hindi na siya mag-attend sa kanyang scheduled confirmation of hearings sa February 23 to 27. Natouch ako, nakakaiyak. Itong sinabi niyang ito, mahaba-haba yung kanyang waiver, yung pinirmahan. Kaya lang, dito tayo, sabi niya, I am old and tired and frail. I wish for this court to respect my peace inside the cell it has placed on me. Ito na, I have accepted the fact that I could die in prison. But those that desire this fate for me should know that my heart and soul will always remain in the Philippines. Grabe naman tatayoy. Nakakaiyak, ano? Tinanggap niya na yung katotohanan na pwedeng sa loob na siya ng prisuhan mamamatay. Nako, wag naman sana. Sino ba yung nagsabi? Si retired former ombudswoman Conchita Carpio Morales. Sabi niya, if the former president goes or dies, then BP Sara will surely win. If he lives and makakabalik ng buhay sa Pilipinas, ganon din. So, wala talagang kapano-panalo itong Marcos Jr. administration, itong ginawa nila kay Tatay Digong. Nasa si BP Sara win-win situation, ang administration lose, hindi yung lose na tambalos-los. Kahit anong mangyari, si Attorney Guanzon ganyan din ang kanyang pananaw. Nakunod, wala sanang mangyari kay Tatay Digong bago mag 2028. Kaya lang kung may mangyari, una kong narinig yan, isang active AFP officer. Sinabi niya, nako, pag-uwi si Tatay Digong bago 2028, siguradong panalo si BP Sara. Yan ang opinion, yung active AFP officer na nakausap ko. Ako naman, umiling lang ako na huwag naman sana. Kasi nga, ang dalangin ko, sana makabalik si Tatay Digong ng buhay sa 2020 para masaksihan niya ang pag-upo ng kanyang anak bilang presidente. Yan ang dalangin ko. So, wag po tayong bumitiw. Okay, medyo mahaba-haba ang kanyang waiver. Basahin ko lang Sabi niya, I, Rodrigo Roe Duterte, wish to waive my right to attend the hearing on the confirmation of charges currently fixed for February 27 to 23, 2026. I understand the consequences of waiving this right, which has been thoroughly explained to me by my counsel, and I trust him and his team to challenge the sufficiency of the prosecution's evidence on my behalf. I do not wish to follow these proceedings from outside the courtroom through the use of communications technology. An original copy of this waiver and my signature is in the hands of my lawyers. My reason as are follows. So, ngayong February 23 to 27, hindi natin makikita si Tatay Digong. Hindi katulad nung bagong dating niya, may mukha siya Parang Zoom. Doon natin makita yung payat na siya. So ngayon, siguro kung i-live stream yung confirmation of charges, yung abogado lang ang makikita natin. Wala si Tatay Digong. Anong rason niya bakit ayaw niya nang magpakita sa court proceedings? Kasi dapat yan, ang akusado dapat nandyan. Kaya lang, kung ganito na may waiver of rights, wala na. Bahala ng abogado. Sabi niya, I do not recognize the jurisdiction of ICC over my person. I am a Filipino citizen forcibly pushed into a jet and rendition to The Hague in the Netherlands in flagrant contravention of my country's constitution and of national sovereignty. My kidnapping was facilitated by the office of the incumbent President of the Philippines, with a plane especially chartered for this purpose. The claim that I oversaw a policy of extrajudicial killings is an outrageous lie. These claims have been peddled by my political opponents for many years, and as my nation knows, they are based on the world of individuals whose credibility has been thoroughly discredited. I do not wish to attend the legal proceedings that I will forget within minutes. Ito na, I am old and tired. I am proud of my legacy and of service to my countrymen around the world. Let no one doubt my love for and loyalty to the Filipino nation. Kaninyo ako magpabiling sulugoon. Sa ating mga tayong mga mamamayan, I will remain your servant, sabi niya. Rodrigo Roa Duterte, February 17, 2026. Mabuhay ka, Tatay Digong. You will remain forever in our hearts. Ituturo ko sa aking mga apo. Mga anak ko, alam na nila naiintindihan na nila. Aking mga apo. Sinasabi ko, the best president we ever had, Duterte, Tatay Digong. Who is the worst? Ang pinaka-worst na presidente, walang iba. Itong nakaupo ngayon. Sinasabi ko sa kanila and they agree.